Last time, you might recall that our stonemason Brian helped us lift up the oak lintel above the doorway to the tower on the one side. However, we still needed to raise the stone lintel on the tower side, a lintel weighing close to 1/4 of a tonne or more. It may have taken us almost 2 hours, but we made it with no mishaps. For everyone's sanity, here's the 30-second version. And in case you missed it, here's the full replay in just 5 seconds. Blink and you might just miss it. With the lintel raised, we now needed the dressed stone to sit under it, so Brian got to work slicing the stone to size.
In the middle of all the DIY, we also have to take care of our garden. So there are loads of different tasks. And this evening, because the sun is about to go down, and I have about, half an hour before Noah, you can see him in there with Nick, he's gonna have his bath time. Daddy's doing his bath time tonight. So I'm out here cutting our wisteria back. I've watched a YouTube tutorial because I've never really done it properly before. So let's see how it goes. I'm cutting back to 3 buds since it's late winter. So hopefully I'm not going to kill it. Wish me luck.
Had a good thing going, then laid it all down. It's been 500 days since I've left town, and I don't remember why I drove away, knowing that I want you back someday.
Feels like we made loads of progress today. So as you saw, we got the lintel heightened and up into place and flush with the wooden lintel that we did. Brian's then gone back in and filled back with other stone, so we need to repoint that. In fairness, we need to redo all the pointing in here anyway, because it's kind of a grey rather than a kind of a beigey white, which is what we're going for. So that would needed to be done anyway. Nicole did some gardening with the wisteria, put that under control, and I'm going to try and do a little bit of OSBing now. But it feels like we did make a big amount of progress. I managed to go for a 2-hour walk as well amongst it all with Noah. So really good. So next weekend we'll get these needles out once this is all dried up and solidified, and then start work on the archway in the entrance hall, which is really, really exciting. And obviously Brian's done a little bit of work on that already, but we're going to get properly stuck in and building that up and working out the shape of the arch and everything else. So for now though, I'll see what I get to with the OSB.
I'm tired of this single cab with a long bed, just a single man going nowhere, grown weary of all the sunsets, all the yellows and orange and red.
So another day, a bit wet outside. So I thought maybe continue working the tower.
Sunday afternoons, I'm tired of living this beautiful life without you. Without you. I wish you were there for that desert ride, watch how the stars lit up the night. I've seen things you've seen in a dream. Oh, but they turn to nightmares when you're not with me. I'm tired of this single cab with a long bed, just a single man yellow and orange and red. The long drives on an open road, and the Sunday afternoons. I'm tired of living this beautiful life without you. Without you.
So task today, we're quite keen to start work on building the arch in the middle of these two doorways, which will then close up. Only problem is, obviously, we've been using behind us as a dumping ground from the floorboards from above, and you can see the mess. So yeah, slight task of trying to clear all that up. So we've made space to get access to the where we want the arch to go. Yeah, watch this space.
What it looks like now, and hopefully what it's going to look like. How long do you think it's going to take?
I don't know. I haven't actually asked Brian to estimate that actually. But yeah, so what's our plan?
So what we're doing here is we are going to be creating an arch. So closing these two doors that are there at the moment. As you can kind of see, over the, I guess, centuries, every single person who's been here has made some sort of mark on the openings.
Yeah.
And we want to close these in completely and create a beautiful arch in the middle, which will center what's going to be the entrance.
Which will be here, in case we're...
Yeah. So the entrance arch is going to be 3 meters wide.
3 meters wide, I think 3.5 meters tall.
Yeah.
So it's going to be over 2 floors.
Beautiful. And then, the internal arch is going to be 160 centimeters wide.
Yeah, 160 wide, by as high as we can get it, essentially.
And then the amazing stonemason that we're working with, Brian, he is phenomenal. He's going to remove all these things so it doesn't actually look like all these higgledy-piggledy different openings, but make it look like one smooth wall, and then with just the arch.
Yeah.
Because we want to keep the stone facade in here as much as possible to give that feeling of what it is, you know.
And what it was all those years ago, centuries ago.
So hopefully bringing her back to her former glory and removing all these scars.
Which have been created over the years.
Exactly. That's the plan.
Awesome, let's get to it.
Starting.
Starting with the most solid structure, which is this old doorway.
Yeah.
Which means you can just do that without worrying about anything falling down, because obviously the oak lintels bring it all up for us. So.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's not a bad start, Brian. Good job. Good job.
Well, it's a cold, frosty morning, but the light is stunning. really beautiful this morning. But yeah, cold. What's giving it away? Yeah, so I guess picking up where we left off, going to keep working on building that archway up.
And speaking of archways, you might be wondering how we decided on the size and shape of the actual arch, and well, kind of dictated a bit by the edicts of the windows of the chateau, but also inspired by Ponte Vecchio in Italy, which had a 5:1 ratio. And it turns out actually my main concern was will it stay up once we built it, and if Ponte Vecchio can stay up all of these centuries, then I'm pretty sure that 5:1 ratio will hold good in the chateau too. As for making the form that we need to build the arch, that'll be for the next episode. And don't forget, for exclusive updates, to check out our Patreon page.
Regarde là-bas. Est-ce que tu nous vois? C'est difficile à dire, la vie sans toi. Est-ce que tu y crois? Je ne sais pas écrire.
And this is what I've come back to. This is what I've come back to. Hello? What's that? It's us. We are going alone whilst, yeah, there we are. Whilst Mama over here, that's right, whilst she goes to do some manual labor. And that's the way it should be. Hey!
Oui. He doesn't want you to go.